What if I told you that unlocking abundance, success, and happiness could be far simpler than you've been taught? Most people believe manifestation is complicated, that you need endless rituals, hours of meditation, or some hidden secret that only gurus know. But the truth is, quantum manifestation is about simplicity, a simplicity so powerful, it almost feels hard to believe. In this video, we're diving into 30 actionable steps that anyone can use to tap into the subconscious mind, shift into flow state, and reprogram the mind for limitless abundance. By the end, you'll see manifestation not as something mystical and unreachable, but as a natural process you can apply today. So if you've ever felt stuck, repeating affirmations without results, or wondering why manifestation isn't working for you, stay tuned. You're about to discover practical, science-backed, and spiritually aligned strategies that will transform your approach to creating reality. Each point builds on the last, so I encourage you to watch all the way through, because sometimes it's the smallest shift that unlocks the biggest transformation. Let's dive in with the very first step, clarity. The subconscious mind can't work with vagueness. If you say, "I want more money," your subconscious doesn't know if that means $5, 5,000, or financial freedom. Clarity is the starting point of all manifestation. Imagine walking into a restaurant and telling the waiter, "Just bring me food." You might end up with something you don't like, or worse, nothing at all. Manifestation works the same way. The universe, or quantum field, responds to precision. So, take a moment today to write down exactly what you want in one specific area. If it's money, write the amount. If it's love, describe the qualities of the relationship. If it's health, define the feeling or state you want in your body. Don't just say, "I want to be healthy." Instead, try, "I want to feel energized, strong and free in my body every morning." See the difference? That level of clarity gives your subconscious a direct target to lock onto. An actionable way to deepen this practice is to use the one-sentence formula. Write one sentence that begins with, "I am so grateful now that," and complete it with your clear desire. For example, "I am so grateful now that I am effortlessly earning $5,000 a month doing work I love." Keep it short, clear, and emotionally resonant. Repeat it daily, and you'll feel your mind begin to orient itself toward opportunities that match your statement. When you get clear, something powerful happens. You start noticing synchronicities, people and situations that align with your vision. That's not coincidence. It's your subconscious filtering reality differently. Clarity acts like programming the GPS of your life. Without it, you drift. With it, you're on the road to manifestation. Now that we've established clarity, let's move into the second step, shifting into possibility. One of the biggest blocks to manifestation is the belief that it's not possible for me. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking, "Other people can do it, but not me." This kind of belief keeps your subconscious mind locked in limitation. The key shift here is moving from doubt into possibility. You don't need to force yourself to believe 100% right away. Instead, start with the question, "What if it's possible?" This gentle reframe opens the door to new opportunities. Think about it. When you ask yourself, "What if it's possible?" you don't have to argue with your doubts. You bypass resistance and spark curiosity instead. For example, if you want to manifest a loving partner, but your mind says, "It'll never happen," you can pause and ask, "But what if it's possible? What if someone is already looking for me right now?" That question creates space for your subconscious to explore instead of shutting down. Every time you catch yourself in a limiting thought, immediately follow it with "What if it's possible?" Say you think, "I'll never be able to quit my job and follow my passion." Catch it and say, "What if it's possible that my passion can become my career?" You're not declaring blind faith. You're simply opening the window. Over time, this habit retrains your subconscious mind to expect possibilities instead of limitations. Shifting into possibility also strengthens your abundance mindset. When you live from curiosity rather than fear, you step into flow state more often. Life feels lighter, and opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere. That's because your subconscious is now scanning for matches to your what if. This is the power of simplicity in action. Once you begin operating from possibility, manifestation feels less like effort and more like alignment. And with that, let's continue to the next key principle. Present tense affirmations. Affirmations are powerful tools for manifestation, but the way you phrase them makes all the difference. If you say, "I will be wealthy," your subconscious hears "not yet wealthy." That keeps your desire stuck in the future. Instead, affirmations should always be in the present tense. For example, "I am wealthy," "I am deeply loved," or "I am healthy and vibrant." The subconscious mind responds to present tense language because it processes it as if it's happening now. Let's take an example. Imagine you're manifesting financial abundance. Instead of saying, "I will earn more money," you shift it to, "I am abundantly supported by money flowing into my life." Notice how it feels different. The first creates longing. The second creates ownership. This subtle linguistic shift signals your subconscious to align your thoughts, habits, and even decisions with the reality of abundance. Pick 3 present tense affirmations that resonate deeply with your goals and repeat them several times a day. Write them on sticky notes and place them on your mirror, fridge, or computer screen. Speak them aloud with emotion. Whisper them when you're alone, or repeat them silently in your head before bed. The repetition, paired with the present tense phrasing, gradually reprograms your subconscious mind. Remember, affirmations aren't magic spells. They're mental training tools. Over time, your mind begins to accept these present tense statements as reality, and your actions naturally follow suit. When you say, "I am abundant," you're far more likely to notice opportunities to create and receive abundance. With this foundation, let's move into visualization, one of the most engaging manifestation practices. Visualization is more than daydreaming. It's a technique that communicates directly with your subconscious mind. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. That's why athletes visualize winning before they compete. They're programming their subconscious to expect victory. You can do the same with your manifestations by practicing visualization daily. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and imagine your desired reality as if you're living it right now. If your goal is financial abundance, see yourself logging into your bank account and smiling at the balance. If it's love, imagine holding hands with your partner, feeling the warmth and connection. The key is to involve all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, and feel in that moment? The more detail, the stronger the impact. Dedicate at least 5 minutes each day to visualization. Set a timer if needed. Even short bursts can rewire your subconscious effectively. To deepen the practice, pair your visualization with affirmations. For example, while visualizing your dream home, repeat, "I am so grateful to live in this beautiful space." This combination amplifies the emotional impact and strengthens your manifestation. Visualization isn't just a mental exercise. It shifts your emotional state. When you feel the joy and gratitude of your desired reality now, you magnetize experiences that match that frequency. Over time, your outer reality begins to mirror your inner vision. And speaking of emotion, let's explore why feelings are the true accelerators of manifestation. Here's a secret. Many people overlook emotion is the fuel of manifestation. Words and pictures are powerful, but without emotion, they lack magnetic charge. Your subconscious mind responds more strongly to feelings than to logic. When you visualize or affirm with genuine joy, excitement, or gratitude, you supercharge the signal you're sending into the quantum field. Think about a time when you were really excited about something, maybe a vacation, a new relationship, or an achievement. That excitement likely pulled you into alignment with actions and opportunities that made the event happen. Now apply the same principle to manifestation. When you anchor your vision with emotion, you embody the energy of already having it. This is what draws it into your reality. A practical way to anchor emotion is to use memory piggybacking. Recall a time when you felt pure happiness or gratitude, maybe hugging a loved one, laughing uncontrollably, or celebrating a win. Then, while visualizing your manifestation, borrow that emotion and overlay it onto your current desire. This tricks your subconscious into associating your manifestation with powerful, positive feelings. When you regularly practice anchoring emotion, you not only reprogram your subconscious, but also shift your vibration. People, ideas, and resources that match your emotional state begin to gravitate toward you. Emotion bridges the gap between thought and reality. And now that we've talked about emotional anchoring, let's explore how simplifying your belief system can clear resistance and accelerate the process. One of the biggest obstacles to manifestation is overcomplicating what you believe. Many people try to juggle dozens of affirmations, rituals, and belief systems, which can actually overwhelm the subconscious mind. Simplicity creates focus, and focus creates results. Instead of trying to believe everything all at once, start by choosing one empowering belief that aligns with your manifestation. That single belief will act like an anchor, keeping you grounded in your vision. For example, if you're manifesting abundance, your core belief might be, I am always supported by money. If you're manifesting love, it could be, I am worthy of deep and lasting connection. Notice how each of these statements is simple and powerful. By repeating and embodying one strong belief, you train your subconscious to automatically seek out experiences that match it. This is how you reprogram your mind without overwhelm. An actionable way to apply this is through journaling. Each morning, write your chosen belief at the top of a page, then list 3 examples from your life that prove it's true, even in small ways. For instance, if your belief is about financial support, you might list the free cup of coffee a friend bought you, the unexpected discount at the store, or the bonus you received at work. The more you reinforce the belief, the more evidence your subconscious gathers to support it. Simplifying your belief system also helps reduce resistance. When you scatter your focus across too many ideas, your subconscious can get confused. But when you align behind one belief, your energy becomes consistent and magnetic. This simplicity makes manifestation not only easier but also more sustainable. And now that we've simplified, let's move into the next step, letting go of control over the how. One of the most common mistakes people make in manifestation is obsessing over how their desire will happen. The truth is, you don't need to figure out every detail. Your job is to set the intention and hold the vision. The universe, or the quantum field, takes care of the delivery. When you try to control the how, you block flow state and create unnecessary stress. Detachment allows miracles to unfold in ways you couldn't have predicted. Let's say you want to manifest a new job. If you get stuck thinking it has to come from this company, with this role, and through this person, you limit the infinite possibilities available. But if you detach from the how and focus only on the essence, I am so grateful for a job where I feel valued, fulfilled, and well paid, opportunities can show up in surprising and effortless ways. A practical way to practice detachment is by using the phrase, this or something better. When you set an intention, add that line at the end. For instance, I am grateful for my dream home in this neighborhood, or something better. This simple phrase communicates to your subconscious that you're open to possibilities beyond your current imagination. It's a powerful way to release control while still holding clarity. Detaching from the how doesn't mean being passive. It means staying open, trusting, and taking inspired action when opportunities appear. It's about co-creation rather than micromanagement. When you let go of the how, you step into flow, where manifestation becomes natural and effortless. And speaking of flow, let's explore meditation, one of the most effective ways to access that state. Meditation is like a reset button for the subconscious mind. In a world full of noise, stress, and constant stimulation, stillness is rare. Yet stillness is exactly where manifestation begins. When you meditate, you quiet the chatter of the conscious mind and create space for the subconscious to receive new instructions. It's in that calm, receptive state that you can reprogram old patterns and align with abundance. If you've never meditated before, start simple. Just sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath for a few minutes. As thoughts come up, let them pass without judgment. The goal isn't to stop thinking, it's to create a gap between your thoughts. That gap is where stillness lives. And in stillness, your subconscious is most open to new ideas and suggestions. After a few minutes of breath-focused meditation, gently introduce a manifestation affirmation. For example, I am abundant, or I am deeply loved. Let the words float through your mind without forcing them. When combined with meditation, affirmations sink deeper into the subconscious, making them far more effective than repeating them in a distracted state. Meditation also helps you enter flow state more easily. When your mind is calm, creativity, intuition, and synchronicities naturally increase. This is why so many successful people, from entrepreneurs to athletes, swear by daily meditation. It's not just about relaxation, it's about tuning into the quantum field where possibilities expand. With this stillness practice in place, using quantum language to reshape your reality. The words you speak shape the reality you experience. Language doesn't just describe your life, it programs your subconscious mind to expect certain outcomes. If you constantly say, "Someday I'll have abundance," or "One day I'll find love," you're keeping your desires in the future. Quantum manifestation requires present language. Replace "someday" with "now" and "I'll try" with "I am." This shifts your subconscious into alignment with the version of you who already has what you want. Think about how often casual language undermines your goals. Phrases like, "I can't afford it," "I'm always unlucky," or "things never work out for me," might feel harmless, but they're direct commands to your subconscious. The more you repeat them, the more your mind reinforces them. By becoming aware of your daily language, you begin to reclaim your power. Keep a small notebook, or use your phone's notes app to track disempowering phrases you catch yourself saying. Replace each one with a quantum-aligned version. For example, "I can't afford it" becomes "I'm choosing to create the resources for it." Over time, this conscious shift in language reprograms your subconscious to expect abundance instead of lack. Using quantum language doesn't just reframe your inner dialogue, it also reshapes your external experiences. As you embody words like "I am," "I create," and "I attract," you'll notice new opportunities flowing into your life. Words carry energy, and that energy imprints your reality. Once you shift your language, you'll find manifestation feels smoother, more natural, and more aligned. With your language sharpened, let's move into the next step, practicing micro-manifestations. Manifestation doesn't have to start with huge, life-changing desires. In fact, one of the best ways to build trust in the process is to practice with small micro-manifestations. These are simple, everyday desires that prove to your subconscious mind that manifestation works. Think of it like training your muscles. You don't start with lifting 200 pounds, you start with lighter weights and build strength over time. You might set the intention to see a specific symbol, like a butterfly, a feather, or even the number 111, or you could manifest a free cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, or an unexpected compliment. These micro-wins build confidence and reprogram your subconscious to believe that if small things can manifest, bigger ones can too. Each morning, declare one micro-manifestation for the day. Be clear and simple, like "Today, I manifest a meaningful conversation," or "Today, I manifest unexpected kindness." Release attachment to how it happens, and simply notice when it does. Every fulfilled micro-intention reinforces the belief that you're a powerful creator. Over time, micro-manifestations create momentum. They teach your subconscious that manifestation isn't just theory, it's practical and real. This momentum makes it easier to tackle bigger desires without falling into doubt. Think of micro-manifestations as stepping stones to your dream life. With this practice in place, let's talk about how gratitude can amplify your manifestation power. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions for reprogramming the subconscious mind and activating abundance. When you focus on what you already have, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of sufficiency. This emotional shift tells your subconscious, "I already live in abundance," which magnetizes more reasons to feel grateful. Gratitude isn't just positive thinking, it's a frequency that attracts. If you want to manifest financial prosperity but you're constantly stressed about bills, your subconscious gets stuck in lack. But when you take a moment to appreciate the money you do have, even if it's small, you signal to the universe that you're already abundant. This creates a ripple effect, drawing more opportunities, resources, and wealth into your life. Here's a practical gratitude routine. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't need to be grand. A good night's sleep, a warm cup of tea, or a supportive friend count just as much. At night, reflect on 3 things that went well during the day. This bookends your subconscious mind with gratitude, programming it to expect more blessings. Gratitude also amplifies other manifestation practices. When you combine gratitude with affirmations or visualization, the emotional charge doubles. Saying, "I am grateful for my dream home," while picturing yourself in it creates a magnetic signal. Over time, this consistent practice aligns your subconscious with the flow of abundance. And speaking of flow, let's dive next into flow state alignment, where manifestation becomes almost effortless. Flow state is that magical zone where you're fully immersed in what you're doing, time disappears, and everything feels effortless. Athletes call it being in the zone, but you don't have to be an athlete to experience it. Flow is actually one of the most natural states for the human mind. And the best part? When you're in flow, you're aligned with the energy of manifestation. The subconscious loves flow because it bypasses overthinking and taps directly into creativity and intuition. Think about times you've been completely absorbed in an activity, maybe painting, writing, playing music, or even walking in nature. In those moments, you weren't worrying about the past or stressing about the future. You were fully present. That presence is the bridge to the quantum field, where manifestation thrives. The more you practice flow, the more you train your subconscious to stay in alignment with abundance. To bring more flow into your daily life, schedule activities that naturally pull you in. It could be journaling, dancing, gardening, or any creative hobby. Start with at least 20 minutes a day. The trick is to pick something you enjoy so much that you lose track of time. This practice not only reduces stress, but also creates an energetic environment where your desires can manifest faster. When you align with flow, you stop forcing outcomes and start allowing them. Manifestation becomes less about control and more about connection. Flow is the state where your subconscious mind is most receptive, your vibration is highest, and synchronicities appear with ease. Once you master flow, you'll see how natural manifestation can feel. Now let's shift to another key practice, rewriting limiting scripts. We all carry subconscious scripts, the repeated stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what's possible. Maybe your script says, "I'll never have enough money," or "relationships always end badly." These scripts often come from childhood experiences, cultural programming, or repeated disappointments. But here's the empowering truth. You can rewrite these scripts anytime you choose. The first step is awareness. Start by journaling the limiting beliefs that pop into your mind when you think about your desires. Write them down without judgment. For example, "I'll never be financially free because I wasn't born into wealth." Once it's on paper, you've pulled it out of the shadows and into the light of awareness. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Next, flip each limiting script into an empowering one. Using the same example, "I'll never be financially free," becomes "I am capable of creating financial freedom in my own unique way." Notice that the empowering script doesn't have to be overly grandiose. It just has to affirm possibility. Read these new scripts daily, especially before bed, when the subconscious mind is most open. As you repeat your new empowering scripts, your subconscious begins to rewire itself. Over time, the old limiting beliefs lose their grip, and the new beliefs become your natural inner dialogue. This is mind reprogramming in action. When your subconscious is programmed with empowering scripts, manifestation accelerates, and one of the best times to install these scripts is right before sleep, which leads us to silent affirmations. Silent affirmations are an underrated but powerful tool for manifestation. Most people think affirmations have to be spoken out loud, but whispering them in your mind can actually be more effective, especially when you're in a quiet, receptive state. Why? Because silent affirmations bypass external distractions and go straight into the subconscious mind. One of the best times to use silent affirmations is right before you fall asleep. In that drowsy, relaxed state, your brain shifts into theta waves, the same state that hypnotherapists use to reprogram beliefs. As you drift off, repeat your chosen affirmations silently, like "I am abundant," or "I am deeply loved." This is when the subconscious is most open to receiving new instructions. Silent affirmations are also perfect for moments when you can't speak out loud, during a commute, at work, or while standing in line. Instead of letting your mind wander into worry or negativity, fill it with empowering affirmations. Over time, these silent repetitions become automatic background thoughts, shaping your reality without effort. Think of silent affirmations as a mental soundtrack that plays throughout your day and night. The more consistent you are, the more your subconscious accepts them as truth. And once the subconscious believes something, it works tirelessly to make it your reality. With silent affirmations embedded, let's move next into a powerful technique for raising your vibration quickly, the energy reset. Sometimes, no matter how positive we try to be, our energy gets heavy. Stress, frustration, or even boredom can lower your vibration and block manifestation. That's why learning how to reset your energy quickly is essential. Think of it like rebooting your computer. When things freeze or slow down, you don't throw the whole system away, you reset it. The same goes for your energy field. One of the simplest ways to reset your energy is through breathwork. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Repeat this a few times, and you'll feel a noticeable shift. Breathwork instantly signals your nervous system to relax, which allows your subconscious mind to reopen to possibility. Another powerful reset is movement. If you've been sitting and stewing in negative energy, stand up, stretch, or take a short walk. Movement clears stagnant energy and brings you back into flow state. Even something as simple as shaking out your arms or dancing for a few minutes can reset your vibration. Don't underestimate the power of small physical actions to create big mental shifts. When you learn to reset your energy, you become less reactive and more intentional. You stop spiraling into negativity and instead return to alignment faster. This skill keeps your subconscious clear and receptive, making manifestation easier. Now that your energy is reset, the next step is to set daily intentions that align you with the quantum field. Intention is like the steering wheel of manifestation. Without intention, you drift. With intention, you move with purpose. Quantum intention setting is about declaring your desired reality with clarity and conviction at the start of each day. Think of it as programming your subconscious GPS before you begin your journey. The universe can only deliver what you've clearly asked for. Instead of starting your day with, "I hope things go well today," set a quantum intention like, "Today I attract meaningful connections and opportunities that align with my purpose." Notice how different that feels. One is passive, the other is empowered. The subconscious mind responds to clear, present instructions, and quantum intentions deliver exactly that. A simple daily practice is to state 3 intentions each morning. Say them out loud, write them in your journal, or simply declare them in your mind with confidence. For instance, today, I radiate abundance. Today I notice signs of alignment. Today I welcome flow and ease. Repeat them with emotion, and let them guide your actions and awareness throughout the day. Quantum intention setting keeps you focused, raises your vibration, and signals to the subconscious mind that you're in control of your reality. Each day becomes purposeful rather than random, and when you align daily with intention, you'll be amazed at how quickly synchronicities appear. With intentions in place, the next step is to let go of time pressure, and that's where true trust begins. One of the biggest traps in manifestation is obsessing over when your desire will arrive. We want to know the exact timeline, but here's the thing. Time pressure creates resistance. When you constantly check the clock or calendar, your subconscious picks up on your impatience and interprets it as lack. Detachment from time allows manifestation to unfold in the perfect way. Imagine planting a seed in the ground and then digging it up every day to see if it's growing. That impatience would ruin the process. Manifestation works the same way. If you're constantly asking, "Why hasn't it happened yet?" you interrupt the natural growth of your desire. Detachment allows your subconscious to nurture the seed without interference. I release the when, I trust the now. Every time you feel impatience creeping in, repeat this phrase. It reminds your subconscious that timing is not your job. Your job is alignment. The universe handles delivery. This shift takes pressure off and keeps your vibration high. When you detach from time, you start noticing progress in small ways, tiny wins, synchronicities, and opportunities that reassure you the process is working. Detachment brings peace, and peace is the perfect soil for manifestation. With time pressure released, you can now step fully into the energy of your desire by acting as if in small practical ways.